I'm going to put the manure on this side a little thicker since it is the full clay spot. You might be wondering why I'm not going further down, and that's because that's going to be amended differently. This is a sloped yard, not heavily sloped, but enough that the water does run down and can settle there. So that is going to have more gravel and more plants that can tolerate less soil, more gravel, sand. And I'm going to think that's how I'm going to amend that. I'm going to test it out this year, see how that does. Okay, a little bit more, and then this will be done. I think that's good. I get very dirty when I work in the yard. I can't help it. I don't know how people stay clean when they're working in the yard. Okay, let's see if I can carry this over. Okay, I'm only using half this bag over here too. I mean, I would love to stay clean when I work in the yard. I don't know how to. And when I plant the individual shrubs and flowers and things that I plan to put in here, each individual hole will also get, fertilizer, slow release fertilizer, something to help the roots to get established, whether biotone or possibly super thrive and things like that. Just something to help the roots and the microorganisms that are in the ground. I'm not a real stickler on brand or anything like that. I just get whatever I can find. We're in Louisiana. A lot of things that the North has, we don't have. And so the beginning, I wanted biotone really bad because I saw it used all the time. But I couldn't find it and source it locally, so I ordered it online, and it was quite expensive for shipping because the weight and everything. Oh. So sometimes you have to forego using certain products because it's just not, one, financially feasible, or two, it's not in your area. Hopefully Louisiana will get put on the map, and companies will start sending us their products so we can use them too. We're not a big proven winners area. They have very few plants that really do well here, and they have probably more of a client. that's not the right word. Escapes me for right now what that word is. But anyway, the people who buy their stuff, they have a larger sphere of people who buy their stuff. All this real estate lingo, I just can't get it out of my head. Anyway, people here would buy their products, but they just their plants don't work for here. So I think that's good for this little area. Anyway, so we don't have a lot of those products to choose from. Okay, now on to the tilling. Oh wait, nope. I have to do the rock amendment. So I will take a break and get back to it once I have some of those crushed stone. Okay, I finished relocating the liripe, or monkey grass. Again, it is the original version, so it's the type that sends out the little white runners that can spread about a full foot. This is just going to be put in there so that I have a border between it, the flower bed, and the St. Augustine grass. It'll make it easier for my husband to mow. So I'm now done doing that. I still have a lot of debris that I've got to clean up. And then now I am going to go remove all this debris, and then I'm going to start amending my clay soil, because I expanded my flower bed. I cut out a lot of grass, and all that area where the grass was is that just regular hard clay. And so I'm going to put down some garden soil, and then I'm also going to put down some cow manure and compost and some other type of compost. And then I also have some garden humus. It's back there. In fact, I'll walk and show you my little hoard. So there's the peat humus. That's what it's called, peat humus. And I got that from Lowe's. And so that's going to go in there. And then I also have some crushed gravel material, and I'm going to put some of that in the soil as well. And it's just to help the clay to, the soil amendments, the organic material is just to help it to drain better and also to hold moisture, but just not make it soggy like the clay will. Also, the crushed gravel will allow it to have better drainage, and that's kind of what we need. I won't put too much in it. It's just going to be a very light addition, and so we don't want it to be too much, because the thing about clay soil is that if you mix too many components like sand or gravel and things like that, it'll turn into cement, it seems like. So you really want more on the organic material, less on the aggregate stuff like the crushed gravel and whatnot. All right, so on to that.
Carrie did expand the flower beds. She laid bricks. She put some sand under the bricks first, laid all the bricks all the way up the walkway, and then she got some plants from out back, and I think she went to Home Depot or Lowe's yesterday, got some more plants. So she's got them laid out where she wants them, and I'm going to just give you a quick tour of that. This could change. We're going to plant in about 5 minutes, but this is what we have so far on this side. And when she comes out, we'll give her the mic, and as we plant each flower, she's going to tell us what it is, maybe how big it's going to get, what it's going to produce, that kind of thing. It's kind of the focal point of the front yard. For people that walk, drive by, they like this area. I think they like all the areas when they're in the summer, once we planted everything, and it all starts to bloom. So yeah, that's what we got. I'm sure we'll move a few things around, but here we go. We planted this flower bed about 3 months ago to bring some beauty and color to the front of our house. And at the time, it was just a real thin flower bed with real tiny plants. And you will have already seen that by the time you see this, because I probably showed it before, but I want to show you what our flower bed, what our front entrance looks like and what it attracts. So much of the stuff came in little tiny planters, little tiny pots, but as you can see, like this purple bush, it's just overwhelmed with bees, just eating away. Beautiful big old bees. Just love watching them work. And they like different things, but there's just little butterflies flying around if you can kind of catch them, little ones. When I was out here 2 minutes ago, there was 3 big butterflies. They'll probably come back in a minute, but again, all of these plants came in little tiny containers, and Carrie and I just planted away. We widened it. Oh, there's one right there. You can see it. There's about 4 of them out here right now, but they're just loving our flowers. You know, whatever they do, oh, there's actually 2 of them on that right there if you look. Look at that. So there's one on each one. Look at that. They're just playing, doing what they do. So if you're kind of new to gardening, or you've been in it a while, you know, we just went out and spent, I don't know, let's call it $100. I really don't know. Spent about $100 on plants, all in real small containers. And this is amazing, these butterflies right here. They're just, there's one right here at my foot. Y'all see it? Just digging around in there. Not scared of me at all. I mean, I could reach out and touch it. That's how close I am to it. Beautiful butterfly. And its buddies. Right there. Anyway, I don't know what we spent. Let's call it $100. Bought a bunch of little plants. All these were all really tiny. They had no blooms on them. You'll see that because I got before and after. I got before when we dug all this out. And when we dug it out, we weren't sure about the water flow going down because this kind of goes down, but it all worked out. And some more big old bees working there. And we did put some brick there because we had such torrential rain for a while that it was starting to wash out, but we fixed it. And our little entry pots, they're still there. Like this purple grass, it was tiny when we put it in, and it's grown really big, and it's a beautiful, I think it makes a beautiful entrance to our front door. You know, people walk up to our front door, they get to walk through this just beautiful flower area. And if you look around, if you look over there, you go all the way over, you see that Carrie's doing kind of the same thing for midsummer plants, but this will keep growing. It'll overgrow. We'll have to trim it back, but next year we'll start from scratch and do it again. And we'll enjoy it. We'll get our hands in the dirt, and then every day I come out here in the mornings, get a little sun in my eyes, and I just enjoy the beauty of it. There's all kinds of flowers at our house to enjoy, but this is my favorite area this year. Hope you enjoy it too.